Good evening, everyone. My name is Asia, and today I'm presenting my research paper presentation. I just want to let you all know that I do suffer from really bad anxiety, so it is extremely hard for me to record this. And because it's hard for me to keep my thoughts together, I had to format it in a script that I'm going to read in order to kind of keep my thoughts together to get through this. So please bear with me. Today I'm presenting a comprehensive analysis of the African diaspora, a subject of profound historical, cultural, and political significance. My research draws on a qualitative synthesis of findings from distinct but interconnected datasets from varied resources, each providing valuable insights into the diaspora's origins, evolution, and contemporary implications. My research aims to redefine the African American diaspora. Historical foundations of the African diaspora. The African diaspora's formation is deeply rooted in historical migrations, encompassing both forced and voluntary movements. The Atlantic slave trade, as explored in Patterson and Kelly's Unfinished Migrations, stands as a critical juncture, encouraging the dispersal of millions of African individuals and shaping diasporic identities. Yet my study expands the narrative to include the Indian Ocean and Mediterranean diasporas, which reveal parallel and interconnected experiences. The migrations form diverse communities, each reflecting unique intersections of displacement, adaptation, and cultural retention. Central to this historical analysis is the Pan-African movement, a political and cultural reaction to colonial oppression. The Fifth Pan-African Congress of 1945, highlighted by Brown in African American Diaspora, emerges as a watershed moment by symbolizing collective resistance and underscore the solidarity between diasporic and continental Africans in the fight for liberation and decolonization. Ali Mazroui's concept of Pan-Africanism juxtaposes diasporic anguish and vision with the celebration of Africa's cultural achievements, offering a counter-narrative to colonial depictions of inferiority. Cultural dimensions and identity formation. The negotiation of identity within the African diaspora is a dynamic and layered process. As discussed by Afifra's analysis, the dual consciousness experienced by African descended populations, such as interpretation of duality, stems from the interplay between ancestral heritage and the realities of living in racially and culturally inequitable societies. Identity formation therefore transcends simplistic or monolithic interpretations, embracing multiplicity and transformation. Cultural expressions such as literature, oral traditions, artistic works play a pivotal role in sustaining and reshaping diasporic identities. For instance, the artistic works of Vincent and Lindsay and the resilience encoded in African American music genres like spirituals, jazz, and hip hop serve as reservoirs of cultural memory and innovation, which forms of expression simultaneously preserve heritage and challenge systemic injustices, reflecting the diaspora's capacity for resistance and creativity. The concept of dynamics of Africology, as discussed by Carroll, further depicts the role of cultural nationalism in fostering diasporic pride and cohesion. By celebrating Africa's historical and cultural achievements, diasporic communities create narratives of empowerment that counteract structural inequalities and misrepresentations. Political engagement and structural inequalities. The African diaspora's political dimension is equally significant. From historical Pan-African movements to contemporary diasporic networks, African descendant populations have actively resisted systemic racism, economic marginalization, and political exclusion. The African Union's recognition of the diaspora is an integral part of the continent, as detailed in Davis's Afro-diasporic Forms, reflects a strategic effort to harness collective resources and solidarity for mutual development. As discussed by Afrifa, the African American diaspora through the lens of homeland development emphasizes the structural challenges that diasporic communities face, such as declining representation of historically Black colleges and universities. Such challenges stress the importance of policies that strengthen ties between Africa and its diaspora, fostering opportunities for collaboration and empowerment. The study also examines the define and rule narratives imposed by Euro-American power structures which perpetuate divisions within the diasporic populations. It does not mean that challenges are eradicated entirely, but highlighting the moments of solidarity and cooperation among African Americans and African immigrants demonstrates that diaspora's resilience and potential for unified action, which acts as a call to action. In conclusion, studying the African diaspora conveys a powerful testament to the resilience and serves as an agency of African descendant peoples. I think by now we can all agree that it is a dynamic, multifaceted phenomenon that continues to evolve and shape global culture, politics, and intellectual discourse. My research emphasizes the necessity of interdisciplinary methods to offload the complexities of diasporic individualism and intensify the unheard voices of those historically marginalized. So by advocating for redefining the African diaspora, we not only enrich academic discourse, but also inspire policies and cultural dialogues that foster justice, equity, and recognition. Thank you.